Hello, this is Sam Ohaj
And John Matthews.
with Season 7 of GBTV's The Game Clock. Today is October 10th as this recording is happening, so all sports may not be up to date. And your varsity sports. Newburgh football won against Monroe 21-3 with Nick Patterson's 2 rushing touchdowns. They now improved to 4-0 and look to face Pine Bush this Friday. And your girls' tennis news. The girls' tennis team won on October 4th against Cornwall. Isabella Perot once again won her singles match, and the dynamic duo of Ekta Patel and Jade Garay won their doubles.
Girls soccer played on October 5th and lost to Red Hook 5-1. Marina Parado scored 1 goal.
In your boys' soccer news, on October 5th, they lost to Red Hook 3-2. Javier Rodriguez, however, had 2 goals for the Goldbacks. In your MLB, NBA, and NFL news.
The MLB postseason race. The New York Yankees swept the Twins 3-0 in the ALDS.
The Dodgers lost against the Nationals. This is the Nationals' first time appearing in the championship series, and Clayton Kershaw once again proved that he always chokes in the postseason. You can have a great regular season, but it all comes down to playoff baseball. The Dodgers are going to look to rebuild and improve, but this is another disappointing year for LA fans. They've made the World Series the last 2 years in a row and have lost both appearances. We'll see where they end up, but things are going to shape up in LA. The Astros are tied 2-2 with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has come roaring back against the Houston Astros, who were up 2-0. They play Game 5 tonight in a do-or-die, and it all comes down to Garrett Cole seeing if he could prove his postseason dominance. The Rays tried to put in Justin Verlander the other day, and he gave up 4 runs in 3 innings. It was not good for the 37-year-old Cy Young candidate. And also, the Cardinals are going to beat the Braves 3-2 at home last night. The Cardinals put up 10 runs in the first inning, and the Braves were just out of the game. It's disappointing to see talents such as Ronald Acuna Jr. and Freddie Freeman lose their careers or choke their careers in the first season. But they are a very young team, and they're going to look to build and improve even more. They have a couple of Cy Young candidates who can come up for them. They kind of remind me of the Houston Astros team, except without all the losing. We'll see where the Braves end up, but the Cardinals are going to look to make their mark in the postseason. In your NFL news, the Dallas Cowboys have lost their last 2 games to teams with a combined record of 8-2. It has not looked good for the Dallas Cowboys, who started off 3-0 against 3 terrible teams. They play the Jets this Sunday, so we'll look to see. That's an easy win. They'll improve to 4-2, but the big statement game coming up is against the Philadelphia Eagles, Week 7.
The Colts provide the blueprint to beat the Chiefs. They shut down Patrick Mahomes on Sunday Night Football. Mahomes is just 2-6 on prime-time games, including playoffs. But non-prime-time games, he's 16-0. The Redskins fired Jay Gruden. That's really not a shock to anybody, as they're winless on the season and they just needed a change.
Yeah, and just coming out with everything out of Washington, they said that he's not really a great coach to get motivated. He's pretty lazy. He checks his Snapchat during practice. You know, maybe it's better for the Redskins, but Dan Snyder isn't a great owner, and I'm not too sure who's going to really take that coaching job.
Yeah, Rex Ryan, I heard, wants that position. But anyways, Thursday Night Football really is not looking like it's going to be a fun match when it's the Patriots and the Giants. While the Giants have shown some flashes of having talent, their big skill position guys are going to be out. The only one that should be playing is Evan Ingram, with Sterling Shepard out with concussion. Saquon Barkley and Wayne Gallman will both be out. It looks like Danny Dimes and Evan Ingram are going in alone against the undefeated Patriots, and I just really don't see them having any shot tonight.
I actually heard Evan Ingram was ruled out for this game, so they're already down. They're down almost all their skilled positions. But I'll tell you something: if Daniel Jones beats the New England Patriots tonight on Thursday Night Football, this will be a bigger upset than the 2007 Super Bowl, and it will once again prove that Daniel Jones is the descendant of Eli Manning.
I definitely would not go that far, but anyways, Christian McCaffrey is exploding on the scene this year. He's definitely a top 3 candidate in the NFL, and he has more yards from scrimmage than most NFL teams, and he has more yards from scrimmage than Ezekiel Elliott and Todd Gurley combined. He is for sure, without a doubt, a top 3 candidate for MVP.
Yeah, no, he's so explosive and he's so much fun to watch. He's catching balls, he's running through the line, he's doing every single thing. He's doing backflips into the end zone. He is a great player to watch, and I'm looking forward to continuing his MVP season. The Browns got absolutely embarrassed on Monday Night Football, 31-3 against the San Francisco 49ers. What a joke for a franchise that has so much talent. They have a decent quarterback in Baker Mayfield. They have 2 all-pro wide receivers in Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham. They have a great running back in Nick Chubb. They have a decent, probably the weakest link on their offense is their offensive line. Baker Mayfield has little to no time to throw. But this all comes down to Freddie Kitchens as the head coach. He has not proved whatsoever that he's a potential good candidate to be a head coach. The team is a mess. There's drama in the locker room. They're the most penalized team in the NFL. It's terrible for the Cleveland Browns, and it sucks because they have so much talent, but they can't seem to win. Maybe it's the curse of Cleveland. We don't know, but they need to turn their season around. They're 2-3, and they show signs of being great. You look at the Ravens game; they put 40 against that defense, but then they just go out to San Francisco and get absolutely destroyed. But I'll tell you who has been a surprise is the San Francisco 49ers.
Undefeated.
Yeah, they're one of the only 2 teams undefeated so far. Jimmy Garoppolo and Kyle Shanahan have done very well with their
together. Yeah, they mesh well together. But back to the Browns. There's already rumors of them already listening to trade offers for OBJ, with the 49ers included in teams interested in making a move for OBJ, with also the Eagles and the Patriots. If any one of those three teams were to get OBJ, I think the rest of the NFL would be in big trouble.
Oh, yeah, no, that's going to definitely change the culture of whatever team he goes to, and especially if he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, that changes the whole NFC East as a picture.
Yeah, he'd be back in it, and that'd be very scary.
Yeah. I don't know. This has been Sam Mohaj.
And John Matthews.
With the Game Clock. See you next week.